everyone. So many students who are in 9th, 10th may have this doubt that for 11th and 12th, should I join a dummy school? Now, all those of you who don't know what a dummy school is, it is something that gives you attendance because people believe that that is what school is for. It gives you attendance and that's it. And so it gives you attendance, and rest of the time you can do what you're doing. Like most of the students join coaching, like for medical and engineering, so they do that, and they also manage to get attendance. So in this video I'm going to talk about things that people usually ignore and then they suffer in the long term. So if you're going to decide, you should know both the positives and negative sides, and I'm sure you know the positive sides. Most of the people join it because they feel that they can really save time. They don't have to waste an energy going to school, coming back, and really not benefiting that much. Rather, they can just concentrate and focus their energy on something that is their higher goal, and that's it. That's the only picture. But in this video I'm going to talk about certain negative aspects basically that also exist, and you need to be aware of that as well. So what happens is, first of all, we need to understand that if there are 100 students in a class, okay, not everybody is capable of being an engineering or a doctor. I mean, of course, when we practice, we work hard, we are taught that anything you can achieve, but still there is something called aptitude, there is something called strength. So you may become a doctor if you work hard, but maybe you will be best at something else that resonates with you, with who you are, with your personality. So we don't really want to look at that, and there are certain things that have become overrated, professions and everything. We don't really bother about what our aptitude is, what our strength is. So most of the time, the students who have joined this have joined it mostly under peer pressure, because like peer influence, I would say, that because my friends are doing it, let me also do that. Or the parents are saying that, and they also want to make their parents feel happy. Not that they are interested in it. They feel that their parents' happiness lies in me being an engineer. So me being an engineer will make my parents happy. So that kind of equation goes on and people end up joining it. Now what happens is, we have a limited attention span and we have a limited capacity. Of course, I'm saying that there are few students who manage well with this kind of a routine, that just going to coaching, studying, eating, and then again studying. But it may not work with everybody, and we have to be aware that how I function. When you go to school, I'm not particularly favoring in school. Of course, if you have to decide, okay? So please keep that in mind. In this entire video, I am just talking about the things that people ignore. So when you're going to school, you're maybe meeting friends, talking, and it's interdisciplinary. You're also learning about various things. You're exposed to certain things. So it is kind of a change. And then you get back to study, you're just studying. But when you're enrolled in such kind of institutions, you're only doing one thing. And although we tend to believe that we are saving time, maybe because it gets so monotonous that if we just have a change of somewhere and we study for half an hour, it will produce that much efficiency, which will not be there when we are just going to that institute. We just learned the same thing and we're coming back and again learning the same thing. So it's very difficult to keep aware that how much time we are spending, and are we really giving that efficiency. Another thing is that it is when we are just doing one thing, it becomes very difficult to keep a check on ourselves, especially when the age that we are at, we may not have that much control on where we are wasting time. From morning to day, we might be engaged in phone, some kind of, phone can get addicting. We might think that we are just learning school material and things related to it, but maybe we are wasting a large part of our day on technology or doing something else, not realizing that how much are we really studying, because it becomes very difficult to manage time and just do one thing at a time. So these things you can take care of. Another thing is, when we have joined such institute, there are many students who go in and stay in a hostel, and they have to pay a large amount of money, which their parents, it would be really financially a burden on their parents. So when students know that their parents have paid a large amount of fees, it comes as a pressure that my parents are paying so much, they are doing so much, I have to achieve. So there is an achievement pressure, either from and it can be toxic. It can come from parents, it can come from teachers, It can come from the teachers who are in that institute, and also from within yourself. So you have that pressure, and when we are under pressure, we don't really come out to do things at our best. We can do things only when we are really into it, we are free of mind, we don't have anything, we are just doing it because we are liking it. But most of the time there comes this pressure that I have to qualify, do or die, because I have left everything else, because now this is the only thing that I'm doing, and still if I don't qualify, what is it? Now that comes the next thing. We start to connect our self-worth with what we are doing. So if I don't become an engineer, I would like to believe that there have been many students who talk, see, I'm a failure. They are doing something else which is good enough, but we like to believe that this was the only thing. Anything other than engineering or medical or something is not worth it. So I am a failure because I could not do what I was doing. Because we kind of limit ourselves to certain things. And then even we just take up anything later on, and we're not fully aware. And when we attach our self-esteem and our self-worth, it all narrows down to how much we have achieved. It can become really negative when how you see yourself and how you see your resources, your potential. You will never be able to utilize it, because somewhere you have blocked yourself to thinking that you're a failure if you could not do it. So these are the things that need to be taken care of, that you need to be aware that if you have joined any such institutions, if you have already, these things you need to manage, and you need to manage your time well. And of course, when then it comes to emotional health, that is really ignored. It's all about IQ, who is the higher student, who is the who's not achieving good, is not that bright. And also in coaching these kind of institute, there is a segregation of students based on who is a good performer, getting higher ranks, and who's not getting that much. So there is segregation, and students are likely to feel that because I did not get that much of rank, it can affect their self-confidence, because maybe they segregate students based on who is performing how. And rather than acting as a motivator, it can be discouraging for some of the students, that I was not in that batch where teachers expect that these are the students who will crack it. That itself has another kind of an effect. So what you can do is not compare elsewhere, and stick to whatever you're doing. So that is not the case if you don't join such coaching institutes, because then you are exposed to a variety of things. You can try this, you can of course try whatever you want to do, but you also have something else at hand. You're not left with nothing then. You will always have something to lean back, and which is equally good. You will have that awareness that I could also do that at any point of time. So this segregation and competition. And next thing, that you don't have any friends there. When you are in that kind of a competitive environment, whoever is studying with you, they are not your friends, they are your competitors. They're competing with you. However, when you are kind of in a school, you have friends, real friends to get back to. When you look back later on after 5 years, you know that you had really good set of friends, and they also provide that you with that emotional quotient. You have social support. So that is also important, and it really helps you in tough time. So this is another thing that helps. Apart from it, as it has been seen that they are under pressure and all these things, people do get into some sort of addictions because that is how they feel that they can cope, by getting into this drinking or smoking, and that's how they cope, or any other kind of addictions, because all they want to do is study, and continuous studying and no taking conscious breaks does lead them to some kind of addiction, and that becomes an additional thing that adds up to the stress. And when they are not able to study, it causes further stress. So it's a kind of a cycle that you are doing something which you are not able to do. So whether you should join a dummy school or not is definitely your choice, but you have to remember that these kind of schools do have negative impacts in such a manner, and either you be prepared for it, that if I am taking that risk of not joining school, and let's also remember that school has various advantages as well. It's not only giving you it's not just about how much you are scoring. or how much is your attendance. There are various things, various exposures, various multidisciplinary things that you get to do, and that does have a positive impact on you. So see both the positive negatives of both the sides and then decide. Here of course I see that I have highlighted the negatives, but yes, like whatever the positive that you feel, the positive only thing that majorly people concern is that they can channelize their energy specifically towards one thing, but it comes with a cost and you have to manage that cost. If you can manage it, it will work in your favor. So if you have had any such experiences or you want to share any experiences, you can please share it in the comment section, and anything else that you want to ask, you may also ask there. If you like the content, you can subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye bye.